All right, everybody. Let's see. Okay, cool. Welcome in, guys. Hopefully, we're going to get a few people going in a second here. Okay. Alrighty, cool. And then we are also going to do a little live on here. Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to give it a minute, just letting everybody come on in. Okay, let's do this. Prop this one up here. All right, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome to Social Supercast. Today is a little bit different because we have obviously some public viewers. Normally, this is just limited to our Social Level Academy, but I wanted to do a little bit of outreach today and get you guys involved and see if anyone has any questions. So yeah, we'll kind of get started. I'm waiting for some people to go ahead and come on in. We will see very shortly if we get any questions or anything like that. I kind of wanted to gear today a little bit more towards doing some questions and answers from you guys that you may have. I also want to be able to see what you guys may be struggling with in your business or in your social media ventures. So we're going to dive into that. I'm going to see if we get some questions in here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and share this. Hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going, van life? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Okay. All right. How's it going? Randall Cooper, welcome in. This is episode 3 of the Social Supercast. Today we're actually doing a public version. Normally this is completely exclusive to our Social Owl Academy, but I wanted to just share with you guys today, see if you guys had any questions, concerns. Maybe there's something you guys want to talk about that is just maybe a struggle or something really cool that's happening in your own business ventures. We could kind of unload that in here. Right. Welcome in, everybody. How you guys doing? Here we go. All right. Kevin and Tanya in Dallas, welcome in. Ready to go, Roddy. Okay, good. I was just explaining a little bit. I was just posting in the forums to let everybody know. This is going to be a little bit of a public episode 3. I just wanted to go ahead and get you guys involved with asking questions, and also making this one, instead of me just giving you a spiel of how important social media is, I wanted to just go ahead and see maybe if there's anything you guys are and particularly struggling with, or anything that's really awesome that's been happening. Go ahead and let me know in the chat. It should be fixed now with the chat, so you guys should be able to have a lot more real-time interactions with this stream. So we should be good on that. If not, if you guys are having any troubles at all, just let me know. We're also live on Instagram. I wanted to share on our platform there, and just get things going for you guys. Let me position this. Okay, cool. Alrighty. And we'll wait for a few more of you guys to get in here, see if we get any questions, and we'll go from there. Cool, we have, it looks like, either 2 or 4 of you guys in here. Welcome in. Link that went out for this version didn't work. Brian, the link didn't work. Okay, that's weird. It should have. I was sitting in the room for 45 minutes. Were you? What the heck? No way. Okay, I will have to take a look at that. It should have worked. It's linked up right to the live stream. That is weird. Okay, so did you just find it through the YouTube channel, or how'd that work? Instagram, I also want to say hello. We are on our Social Owl Instagram, getting a few of you guys tuning in from there. If you guys have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, here I'm guessing I found this video you posted in the forum. Okay. We had an issue and found via YouTube. Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, I'm glad people are finding their way in. And I just wanted to double post because I was just making sure. Post in the form, so I clicked on it. Okay. Yeah, Brian, if you want to, I don't know if you're able to ping in there. See if it'll let you, just as your admin, if you could ping everyone in the forum. But we are finally getting some people in. So that's good. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we're making it. That's weird. Sorry, guys. It should have sent you all the link in your email. But I don't know why I did that. Okay, cool. Anyways, I just want to reiterate on the point of today's Social Supercast episode 3. This one I do have set up also with our Instagram. You guys could follow us there. But the point of today is to get a little bit of feedback from you guys off of the first episode, where I had a lot of you guys asking questions and seeing what different business practices with social media that you kind of wanted to see about implementing into your own business. So I wanted to follow up with you guys and see how many of you guys did. If you have any further questions, we could kind of unpack some topics like that, just depending on what you guys are possibly struggling with at the moment, or what you're doing super good, but maybe you want some feedback on. So, go ahead and type that in the chat, and we should have it fixed to where the latency is super low, so when you guys type, it's a lot more real time. Okay. Yeah, what I might do is I might just start sending out manually, just to be sure, another email before we go ahead and go live, just to make sure everyone's getting it. But the reason, so last podcast, we had, I think we had a few people in. However, the only thing that was weird was people were joining and it wasn't letting them watch the YouTube bit. So, like I said, some technical difficulties that we're ironing out. But I just wanted to have this as a fail-safe, so I went on our Instagram to let you guys know, and also just to be sure so that we can have, obviously, this backup and you guys could tune in on the public YouTube channel. But yes, welcome in Kevin, Roddy, Brian's in here. What's up, Brian? Okay, we'll give it a few minutes still. I think we're still getting people in with that little bit of an issue. But for those of you guys that are in here, I guess I will just begin to recap on episode 1, if you guys did miss that. So in episode 1, we kind of talked about the importances, especially in today's world with social media and business. I feel like it's not as talked about because people are just kind of doing it, and it's becoming a really common practice. Trying to figure out how to ping people for you. All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, so it's essentially something that is built into businesses now for the most part. Is we have a sort of societal norm that when you're giving a review or that you're giving some sort of feedback, you do that through social media most of the time. You could also do that in a way that's telling your friend about a really good burger spot that you ate at, and oh man, you got to try it. Or, that's one person. Maybe you tell your mom, your brother, your sister, your uncle, somebody else, and it's still, you can count the amount of people that you refer to this business on one hand, essentially. And when you make a post, even if you have, I guess if you have the low range of followers, like 100 followers or under on social media, that's still 100 people that are getting that recommendation, as opposed to just 5, 6, 7 people at a time. And that's just because the way that our world is moving, everything is fast. There's a lot of success that we see overnight because it gets spread around like a wildfire on social media. And it's a very good thing because we have a lot of opportunity to come in as social media managers and make stuff happen for these businesses that, especially all the COVID times, a lot of them had really, really difficult times because they weren't there online with their presence. And since they were only in stores or in their establishment, it was hard because people obviously had those restrictions. And if you think of everyday restrictions such as distance, or maybe if somebody is, I'm in Vegas, for example, so maybe somebody is coming to Las Vegas and they want to find the best hotel, the best restaurants, the best shows, whatever that may be, they go online to look at it before they get there. Because our whole goal with this is to take a business and take what they've already built, something that somebody is really passionate about, and expand that atmosphere outside of just what you can personally see within their doors. And that's translating that same momentum that the experience has to hold in person to an online platform is where you and them are going to find a lot of success. And when you have that passionate business owner and you could relay that online, it tends to fare a lot better with people and with your viewers, because most of the time when people are going online to view these things, they're already interested in what you have to offer. They're already looking for a bite to eat. They already want to find the best gym in their area. So you're not having to do sales, because sales is oftentimes having to close a deal with somebody that doesn't necessarily fully 100% want the product. And although you're going to have to do some of that sometimes with your business owners that don't understand the value of social media, the patrons and the customers of that business are not really going to have to be, for the most part, sold on that item that you have to offer. You just need to put it in front of as many people as possible, and that's what gives them the edge. So we were brand new, just about finishing the training. What would you say is the best way to getting off to a fast start? So to get off to a fast start, I would recommend figuring out what your niche and community is going to look like for a successful business model. So whether that be you trying to find clients and trying to find people that maybe need your help, figure out your niche and figure out what exactly you want to tackle. Is it movie theaters? Is it restaurants? Is it clothing brands? It could be anything. There's the beauty industry, the fitness industry, all these different things that you could kind of pinpoint. I would say start with one and really get good at that one industry and learn what works and learn how you could expand from just having that said skill set to kind of, like we were talking about, broadcast the atmosphere in that place the best way you can. Because if you have 5 clients and they're all different gyms, well, you're going to be able to learn the type of algorithm and rhythm that people are going to find best when they're looking at gyms online. You're going to find what looks good, what plays nice to the ears that people want to hear. So I would say definitely find your niche, start there. If you do have some clients and you're trying to figure out where to start in terms of getting businesses off the ground with social media, I would highly recommend going online and looking at your analytics and what the business has built so far. And again, coming back to that niche target of people, figure out what type of people they want to target, and then from there, at least you have. Okay, Roddy, that's a great question. I'll get to that in 1 second. If you want to start from there, then definitely find the group of people that are going to work best for that business and to expand that business, and then target their specific platform that's going to work best. So whether that's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, they all have benefits. Maybe it's LinkedIn. They all have benefits, and they have a little bit, I wouldn't say a downfall, but stuff that they're not as good at. So if your content is going to be displayed in terms of like static posts, maybe Twitter is great for you, maybe LinkedIn is great for you. If you want this poppy, fresh, colorful content, you could do things like YouTube, like the YouTube Shorts. You could do TikToks, where it's very much like fast-paced attention spans. So people aren't sitting around all day, but you're putting something in front of them. You're making that association in their brain, and then whenever they see the brand or product once again, there's some built-in trust there, and that's big. Roddy Agency said, if you were to start over, what niche would you tackle now? So what niche would I tackle now? So I would kind of look at the market of social media and see what's been happening. And over the course of the last, you could even say 3 years, we've seen a huge shift in terms of retention time with content. There's still a lot of great platforms, just like how we're on YouTube and you guys are watching this hour-long Social Supercast podcast. You're here to learn and for me to share what I've done in my own business practices with you guys. So there's a longer amount of just attention span that's going to be invested into something. But as far as advertising a business, the overall attention span, it used to be there's a billboard right up there. We paid $15,000 for that billboard for a month, and I don't know how many cars see it per day, and they see it in the blink of an eye and then they pass by. It's just a little bit of, oh, I know that logo. I know, that slogan, whatever it may be. That little association. We know that that's kind of been phased out because social media is so much more cost effective than doing a radio station ad or doing a commercial or any of those things. Because it's free, you could utilize the power of your own creativity, and you could also get in there and really customize what you want to do and who you want to reach. But with those things being said, I would definitely tackle the niche of kind of takeout restaurants or different restaurants that cater to cater to like fast pickup and very accommodating places, because we found over COVID that so many mom and pop shops unfortunately went under. And I love the aspect that, these people put so much passion, and not that there's anything wrong with chains, but I'm very passionate about the mom and pop shops where they have one owner, maybe it's family run, something like that, and they just have their heart and soul in this. And, they have a hard time sometimes because all of this stuff, they don't have the know-how and everything of getting online, doing reviews, doing review management, all of this extra stuff. They're worried about their business because that's what they're passionate about and that's where their skills are. So if you can come in, not only is it a great selling point for you to come in and be able to take that stress of the outside environment of social media moving fast, because they know they got to keep up. It's already, you're halfway there to the sale. So as a sales point of view, you can get in there and make a much easier sale than pitching to a person who has 6 chain restaurants. And then from there, you can bring in the point of view where it's like, I want to help you. I want to see you succeed, and I want to help you keep up with the rest of all the chains and the big fish inside this industry. And when you pitch it that way, it comes from some good place in your heart where it's very intentful, and you're getting across the point that, one, they need you, and you also want to help them. It's not like you're throwing out a package deal and you're like, take it or leave it. You're gonna go under if you don't have me. You have the chance to make that personal connection. So I know I did a little bit of a wide explanation there of the niche I would tackle, but I would tackle the ones that are that personal interaction, because they are the ones really in need of this service we have to offer, right? I just say restaurants because restaurants are a lot more family run and maybe 1 or 2 person run, as opposed to a clothing store, a movie theater, bowling alley, things we spoke about. I guess that depends on the area you're in too. So I hope that makes some sense for you. Do you guys have any other questions that you would like to ask, or anything that you guys want to share that you found helpful in your own business practices, or any of the stuff that we've just covered? I think we got, let's see, we got up to 5 people watching now. Yeah, chiropractors. Yeah, I would say that's another great niche to get into. So if you get into the niche of chiropractors, something really popular right now that just personally I've been noticing is the ASMR, the crazy pops and sounds. Instead of just pitching it, because we have a very entertainment based society now. Everybody wants to be entertained. Everyone is trying to entertain. Everybody's got a following. You know what I mean? It's this fast paced, easy to digest type of content world that we're in. So something with chiropractors that I find really just explosive with your growth is get on a TikTok, and by the way, these platforms are not for your base. I'll explain that in a second. But get on TikTok, get on Instagram, Reels, YouTube Shorts, all those type of platforms where they're doing the same kind of, I think it's, what is it? Is it 19 by 6, or however it's set up with the frame? But they have those specific platforms because that expected content is going to be digested in the form of like the chiropractor, pro bono clients. I'll get to you in 1 second. The ASMR value, I don't know if it's like a spine adjustment, it's an arm adjustment, whatever it may be. People love that. So if you get in with the chiropractors, that's a great avenue, is to say, hey, pull up some TikTok videos of things that are working. Say, hey, we're gonna make you this type of content, and the same thing can be shared over Facebook, over Instagram, over any of them. Get that explosive content going, and then pull it back to a Facebook page or an Instagram page that you want them to land on. Maybe even a LinkedIn page. If it's a fast-paced place, maybe somewhere like New York, or maybe Chicago, or even Las Vegas, somewhere where there's a lot of like business professionals, that could be another market for you, is this chiropractor can cater to, someone having a really stressful week from work. They come on down. LinkedIn would be great for that. So all these different avenues you could really go with it. But my main point is you need that explosive content, and you have to look at what's trending already to get that point of view across that, hey, we need to do what is working, and I'm going to help you. I know how to do what's working. I'm not sure if this was mentioned, but we started with some pro mono clients knowing the software. You can speak of it fluently when selling your value. Yes, Michael, absolutely. That's a huge huge avenue right there, is being able to express that, hey, we have this software, I can do it all for you. Not only are we going to take the stress off your plate of having to explain how it works and why it's valuable, but I'm going to manage and run it all. And I could do this. And they don't know, maybe on the front end, how easy this is for you to manage and be able to take all these different clients on and still put in the time and effort into each one. They don't necessarily know that, but you know that, and you know that you can really help them, because consistency is king when it comes to social media. But yeah, that was a great question. All right. Yeah, we got 5 people in here. That's awesome. It's growing, and we got 10 playbacks. Let's see. Cool. And I'm trying to record this for all you guys. This way, you absolutely have it to refer back to. Pinkinator, what's up on Instagram? Shout out to everybody tuning in on the social SUPERCAST Instagram live on our page. But do you guys have any further questions about that before we move on a little bit? Any type of questions around what type of content do I make, or what do I make for what? Any of that? What do I make for what platform, I should say. All right, cool. That's awesome. That's the whole goal of the forums, by the way, guys, is just so you guys can help each other. Because us as a social level team, we always trying to help you guys and always want to be there to make sure that you're not left in the dark and you're not going out on this thing alone, trying to just figure it out somewhere in between the middle. We want you to go in feeling confident. I'm trying to make a I'm trying to make a great deal of effort into creating some new content for you guys. That's coming very soon on the Academy. So we have a lot of exciting things coming. I did have a question the other day, and it was, is some of the content from the resources section before? And yes, it is, because we wanted to make sure everyone was going through that, having that information kind of repeated over and over again in their head. And that's why we put up some assessments. That's why we put up some written assignments, so that you guys can go through and really concrete that into your own practices, is what we've already set up and established. This way everyone's at the same pace, and then we can move forward as a whole team. Is there content we can copy and paste to TikTok? Content as far as what do you mean on that one? Content you've already done before. Let me wave at some of you guys on Instagram. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We had somebody else just join in here. How's it going? Your digital partners, what's up? Miss M, what's going on? Okay, let's see. So when my content manager is creating content, she is finding content on her own. What tips would you recommend for use using the RSS feed tool to mix up content and get more specific with clients? Geography. Okay, and then Kevin, I'll get to you in 1 second. Let me read that. So, what do you reckon for using RSS feed to mix up content? Okay, sure. So, Michael, I would say, and I'm going to answer this best I can. I think I understand your question. But when you're using the RSS feed, I did have one question too. I don't know if it was you that asked it, but somebody asked it in the Academy, and it was, is using the RSS feed for scheduled content a waste of time because it's quote unquote outdated? Well, it's not. So the RSS feed, for some of you guys in here that don't know, is an amazing resource where you can actually pull in information from other places to be able to use and almost use it as a form to back up what you're displaying, saying, sharing, anything like that. You could always say, hey, here's our, and this is you speaking on behalf of your client, obviously, in their business, whether that be a restaurant or a gym. We'll use a gym for this example. You can go ahead and say, we're a gym. We just opened up. We're down the street, and then you're trying to target your audience in that area. However, maybe the reference that you're showing on your page is from a fitness magazine, not quoting a specific one, but just a fitness magazine that's online, and you pull in some content that says the demographics of people that work out versus not work out, and how healthy their heart is versus whatever risks may be from not working out. You can use this information to back up your points and use a compelling article written by somebody else or a trusted source that really reinforces your business's purpose. And whether that be health and fitness, whether that be restaurants for healthy eating, whether that be you're happier when you eat just good greasy food and it's a burger joint, whatever that may be. But to mix up content, get more specific. Yeah, and you could use the geography of things. So you could even pull, you could pull local content from like I said, maybe a fitness magazine, or if the business received an award, you could pull in that content. You can do all kinds of things with that, and it's really good because it shows that trustworthiness. And like we talked about in episode 1, that that social approval, and it's such a big deal now when we look at like how many followers does this business have, how many people backing them in their comment section. This is another way, without having a large audience, to just say they're all worth it, to really back us up when we're trying to get there and start up. No, like from YouTube or something without me creating it. Oh, okay, so you mean can you share content to TikTok without you creating it? You'd have to look that up a little bit in terms of like copyright issues. That's the only thing I would say. A big niche on TikTok actually is the reaction or review based content. So you taking a video from YouTube that you found really compelling, that could be a big influence on your brand or community on there, and taking that and putting your own spin on it. Same thing with YouTube. People do that on here heavily all the time. Is they take content they find really compelling that somebody put their time into making, and then they do a little spin on it, and they just react to it, or they add something to the original content to make it kind of your own. So I would definitely look into that. I wouldn't just suggest pulling like YouTube content or TikTok content and then posting it on your page on TikTok, because it could come off like you're trying to quote unquote steal it or infringe on the original owner's rights for their content. So definitely be careful with that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Are you going to post the other vids to this YouTube channel? We never got notified, by the way, that these were happening. Yeah, so Brian just mentioned to me in here that it's sent out, but it sent the wrong link in the email, which it shouldn't have, because this is our one stream on here. Link you sent via email did not work. We literally have to dig to get this podcast. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, and what Damien said too. Yeah, I apologize. That happened for some reason on here when it sent out the email to everyone. It didn't have the correct link in it, which it's not actually a link that we paste in there. It just connected to the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna look into that right after this and get that fixed for you guys. But I did post in the forums, and I think Brian tried to notify you guys too. So we're working on it. I apologize, guys. We're working on creating it to make it as fluid as possible so that there's no issues. It's a little bit of a learning curve. Great, thank you. Kevin, absolutely. Yeah, my pleasure. And you could always, you could always partner up with different influencers or creators and work with them on content. I think that's a great idea. If that's something that, you wanted to do, because where will the videos be located? So I'm going to try and post them all on YouTube. They should be able to be archived on here. Let's see. Okay. I literally missed everything up until now. Okay, Damien, no worries. I will recap for you. We've been basically just answering some questions, and I totally understand right now that people are just coming in. So I've been repeating myself a little bit just to get everyone caught up. And any questions you have, feel free to go ahead. What we've been talking about so far is just the fact that there's some really great platforms just depending on what you're trying to do, the specific audience you're working with when it comes to one of your clients or one of your brands that you're managing. What people are going to work with their brand, and we're working on talking through the different platforms that are good for those specific business plans and deploying the content in the right places. Um, I see that there will be a community in the academy, but Jim said that was not the case. Will there be a place to collaborate? Michael, as far as collaborate, what do you mean on that one? There is a forums in the. That's weird. A community, as in like a Facebook group, or yeah, we're not doing anything like that, like on social media. But as far as just working together on questions and feedback and things like that, we're all together there in the forums for you guys. Community. Yeah, it should be. It should be all in there. Damien, if you have any questions at all, just please ask away. I'll be more than happy to cover it. The biggest thing is episode 1. I kind of introduced myself, a little bit about my background, and I just went over the basics, so you guys didn't miss too much there. However, we're going into more questions now, so anything you guys are wondering or need help with, I'm totally here for you. The community, it's on the homepage of the Academy website. The community, it says it. Are you referring to the community forums at the bottom there? So if you're referring to that, the community forums is actually just if you log into your account, and then go to the top right hand corner, click on your profile picture there, and then go to your dashboard and click forums, and it'll take you there. Or if you're logged in, it'll also have a little bit of a footer menu down there, and it'll say forums in there as well. So that is there for you. What businesses are top of mind that you would recommend we reach out to? Can you name a few? What businesses are top of mind that I could recommend? As far as what, like looking at examples, or what do you mean by that one? I just want to give a shout out to Canty, Paul, Kenneth, Morgan, and then Charms. Thank you guys for joining in on the Instagram live on our Social Owl page. Thank you guys. Welcome in. Give you guys all a wave, warm welcome. Welcome in, everybody. Okay. I think it's let me see. Yeah, that should be all good for you. Post Instagram live page link. Sure, I can. Let's see. It's not letting me, because I'm hosting it, it's not letting me get the link, but you can definitely check out if you just go onto Social Owl BizOp, or on the community, or the actual socialowl.com page. You can find our Instagram on there, and then it'll be live for you. Okay, business categories like doctors, therapists. Sure, yeah. So I would say, okay, you mean for doing like outreach to actually get clients. It's going to depend on your specific niche of clients that you want to get. Just I would go personally because I find longevity in doing something that I'm really passionate about. I would say find a little bit of a common denominator in the businesses that you're going to reach out to. So whether that be, you're a foodie and you love food, whether you love dessert, you love fashion, you love helping people with maybe like their physical abilities or disabilities with chiropractic and doctor's offices, things like that. You could find your niche that way and just go off of what you're passionate about already. And then when you go in and you give your pitch, you can definitely relay that information of, hey, I'm so passionate about this industry. I know that this person and this person down the street are doing this and they're doing well, but you and I are going to take your business to the next level by being able to put all of the atmosphere you have going on inside your doors online and put that in front of all the people that are already looking for your services, but they just don't know you're here yet. So I would put it that way. Definitely go to where you're going to find longevity in doing your business. Let's see if we got any more here. You guys have any other questions? Okay. Yeah, something to remember too is when you're going into a potential client or um, if we set up our social media web pages with a domain, but we've come across some issues and need to change it, is that possible? If you set up your social media web pages, I don't really know what you mean by that question. But you just need to change your domain, you mean? Like for your website? That's definitely possible. Yeah, I was gonna say just something to remember, guys, when you're going in for the pitch and to reciprocate the importance of what you can do for these people. Definitely start from the basics and gauge how much or how comfortable your potential client is with social media. Because if you start bringing somebody straight off the bat outside of their comfort zone, they're not going to feel comfortable with your business transaction. And they're going to be so much more trusting if you kind of walk with them from where they're already at in their knowledge of social media. So I think that's an important aspect to remember. Meaning our social owl account, yes. Oh yeah, you could change the domain. Yeah, any website you have, you could always change the domain at a later time. You could just switch the settings. For sure. Yeah, go ahead and reach out and we could help you with that. Let's see. Soul Charms, welcome in again to the Instagram Live. Yeah, so I would say a good piece of advice that I had to learn the hard way is I get so excited when I go in and talk to people about social media because I think it's such a helpful tool to grow your business, and I know the power of it because I've experienced a little bit myself, and it can take you from yeah, no problem, Damien. It could take you from one spot to another just overnight, and it's crazy exponential growth that can come from this. So when you think about the grand scheme of things and having social media as just a common practice in every business and every type of business model, you can understand that not everybody is going to understand it right away. Maybe you're super excited about it and understand, but you have to meet them where they are. That is one of my biggest mistakes is I would just go in fired up. I'm like, you need this. It's great. They're like, in their brain, because like I understand it, but in their brain, they're like, well, I do just fine. Like people come in my door all day long. They don't understand how much they could grow. So bringing in some numbers for them, bringing in some I would say just a really black and white easy presentation of, hey, you're here, let's go here. And this is possible. This is the car. Social media is the car. I may have not gotten to this in the training yet. But what is the best way that we are helping a client increase their likes, followers on Facebook if we're not using ads? Yeah, sure. Um, it's about posting compelling content. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Um, so Michael, that's a great point and good job answering that one. Compelling content is consistency is king once again. The algorithm is going to pick you up. So one thing I covered in episode 1 that I think is useful right now to bring up is you're going to have two types of core uses for social media in each platform. I know it may be too much to ask now, but can you take us through an updated walkthrough on how to set up accounts for our clients, such as a shout out hub and social media posting? Damien, definitely. There's all those videos. Are you in the academy, my friend? All those videos are in there, and it will take you through step by step how to add clients, how to create their profiles. Everything like that is in there. If you do need additional help, let me know, or just post in the forums, and one of us team members or one of our awesome people in here can get back to you, and we'll definitely get you some help with that, okay? Real quick, just to touch back on what Michael was saying. So, Michael, as far as going back to bring forward like episode 1, what I was saying is there's two main core pieces on what you want to take into a business owner's presentation. You want to have, hey, this is what's going to blow your content up. This is what's going to convert and create customers. So places like Facebook and places like LinkedIn, they're great tools. Facebook has so many tools you can use, from business hours to ordering to yada, yada, yada. List goes on, and they're constantly working on it. But then you have platforms that are trendy and booming and the content's flowing. Places like TikTok, Instagram Reels. I cannot stress the importance of these enough to you guys. Use these platforms to create your community, to create your audience. Because if not, you can be as consistent as you want on these other pages. It's just you're not going to have the same level of discoverability on these other pages. They're great landing spots. So create yourself, I recommended it in the academy, create yourself a link tree. Link all of your clients' things right in there or on their website, and just have it easy for people. Because think of every second or two that somebody spends on the website, that's another person's attention span you're going to lose. So you want it clear as day. There's that, now I'm here. That's it. People they want instant gratification. There's a million people trying to sell clothes, a million people trying to have you come into the restaurant. The big difference is making it stand out from all the other ones. So if you can do that for a business, you're going to win, and so are they. And that's really the goal of all of this, is to make sure that we can bring our clients to the next level and help them scale like they've never seen before. Because then not only are you just explaining the value of this, but you're showing them firsthand with their own business how valuable these tools are. And what we could provide with Social Owl is a great thing for you to create your entire foundation on. Because now you can pitch all these great things you could do, but then there's a platform to back you up. So it's not like you're just pitching something that doesn't exist because it sounds too good to be true. You have it all right in your toolbox. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to read through. Got some questions up here. Cool. Ferry, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's see. Kevin, 7 industry related, 20% product related, and 10% clever, funny quotes, viral stuff. There you go. That's a great rule of thumb to go over. Okay. All right. Do you guys have any other questions? I was gonna just cover. We have about nearly 10 minutes left, so I just want to make sure I answer any of your questions. I know some of you guys just got in a little bit late, but I'm glad we made this happen because I think it's been super productive, and it always helps me too to understand what you guys are looking for in terms of content on the academy and what I could create next to maybe help just generate some ideas for you guys when you're thinking about it. Love it. Great tips. Thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you. And what's up to everybody on the Instagram Live? Thank you guys for tuning in. If you don't know already, we have a YouTube channel. Check it out. Today we're doing a public one just because we had an issue with the link, but if you would like to be in these regularly, you could definitely be part of our Social Owl Academy, and it's going to be a great place for learning about social media, learning about business practices when it comes to running your clients' accounts, all that good stuff. If we don't have any further questions, I guess I'll just wrap it up by giving you guys a little bit of what we covered in episode 1 so everyone's on the same page, if we're good with that. Just wait a few seconds. I know it's a little delayed. Okay. I'm not sure I understand how we can market restaurants without actually posting images of food they provide and restaurant experience rather than posting generic RSS feed content. Yeah, Damien, so in my personal opinion, I think both are valuable pieces of content. So when you have the images and all of the awesome stuff inside the restaurant, that's great. You could go in and you could think as inside the box or outside the box as you want with this. You could really make the experience all yours, and you could get in there and say, cool, this dish is your top seller. What's going to make it different than online? You know what I mean? If this is what's being ordered every time in your restaurant, it's probably got some pull to it. And not only that, is the community that is going to be interacting with you online is going to know and love the number one selling item. So if that's a certain pizza or a certain sandwich, show that item, because then people are going to interact with you online. And it's a great way to, get in there, maybe make a video that you can do ads for, and just get in and have a little content day where you say, okay, cool, you get the owner there, you get the best chef there, and you say, we're going to make this content day. One second, Kevin. Just say, we're going to make this content day all about this dish that everybody loves. We're going to show how we make it. We're going to show, I don't know, what all the love and the passion and the fun that goes into it, make it really fun and inviting. Use that, and then rinse and repeat that content to get it out to as many people as possible. Let's see. Where can we access the first 2 episodes of Social SUPERCAST? I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I think I'm going to create another, like an ongoing course in the academy to just post all of these. I think that's what I'll do. I need to just figure out how to upload those super large files in there without losing the quality or anything. But I will talk to the team on that and get back to you, okay? Because I'll definitely set these up for you guys so we have them all for you to reference back. And members area. Yeah, gonna work on that. Definitely, Michael. We'll get that going for you guys. Like I said, appreciate all the patience with the learning curves of these things. We're trying our best to, as I'm sure you guys could see, our intent is all in the place of helping you guys expand your business and helping people stay on board, because we don't want anybody to just drop what they're doing or their efforts just because they're confused or they feel like they don't know how they can really monopolize on this amazing platform. We want to have everybody feeling good about it and confident. All right. Any more questions? We got about 6 minutes left in here. I'll take any questions. Like I said, probably for 2 minutes out of the 6, I'm going to cover a little bit about episode 1, just so we have everyone on the same page. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to end the Instagram live. So on Instagram, if you want to jump over, go ahead, subscribe to us. We're not going to normally do Instagram, but I just wanted to share. A little bit of the community and what we have going on here. So we'll see you guys. I'm not ending the YouTube, so we're good. Just the Instagram, okay? Alrighty. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is a little bit of SEO, okay, when we're posting content. So this is going to help with discoverability on any platform you're on. This is going to help with retention, and this is going to help make sure that all of your content gets into the eyes of the right people. So SEO is called search engine. It stands for search engine optimization. And what search engine optimization does is it makes you appear higher in any given searching platform, whether that's Google. If you guys don't know, Pinterest is actually it's actually a way to browse the internet more than just an app. So it's a search engine. So any place like that is going to give you higher rankings. Even when people are searching on Instagram, Facebook, if you have good SEO and then one of your pieces of content takes off, does really well, you have a high interacting post, you're much more likely to beat out the competition in the rankings. This can consist of hashtags. It can consist of I don't know if some of you guys have gone to post on Instagram and there's some of like the descriptive words that you could use to integrate them into Google. Use those. If you're describing a pizza, maybe restaurants could focus on collecting customer data, sweepstakes, and deals. We use social selling function for coupons. Absolutely, yeah, Michael. That's a great feature and a great add-on in there. Customer data. It's huge to reach back out to your same community and get them all involved over and over again with whatever you have going on. But SEO, so that's great for retaining people and building a community. And then you have the other side, which is you want to keep growing that, right? Because you obviously don't want to plateau and then just be stuck there. Happens with a lot of pages, a lot of businesses. They do a little bit of they get a little boost on social media and then it plateaus because in all reality, if it's the same content over and over again, people kind of fall off. They don't want to watch that. They want to watch the new. They want to see you grow. So that's important. Is have the one being the base where you have your customer data, you have their Instagrams, maybe even learn their names of the regulars when they come in. Do giveaways. The sweepstakes is amazing. All that good stuff, but also do the SEO. Look into SEO. We have the courses on the Academy where you can learn about it. Dig into that because it will help you a lot. It'll help you deliver on the promises of growing somebody's page. All right, guys. Do we have any further questions in here? Got about 3 minutes left, so I just want to make sure I've given my spiel. I just want to make sure you guys are all covered on anything that you would like to know. Or if there's anything that you guys feel like you want to share with the community here live, let me know that as well. Michael's been awesome with just giving us all some insider information on what's working. All right. Let's see. And then yeah, I guess just a quick question for all you guys is what is your specific niche or your industry that you're trying to personally focus on when doing some outreach to clients? What does that look like for you guys? Is it restaurants? Is it the fitness industry? Is it fashion? Dessert shops? What does that look like for you guys? And what do you guys find compelling about going for that specific niche? Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I just actually found, I was looking into this for you guys while I was on here. I actually found that we have, let's see. Yeah, I found that we have this here, so that's great. We have the old videos listed here for you. Okay, cool. If you guys don't have any further questions, we will be off here shortly. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys so much. Oh, let's see. Let's see real quick. Kevin said we're thinking of chiropractors because of some background info we have about content we can use in their posts. Amazing. Yeah, chiropractors is it's a great one. It's a really trending niche right now to go for like I said the ASMR videos are really popular, and just showing like it's like secondhand relaxing. That's the word I'm looking for. It's like relaxing through the screen, like you watch someone else relaxing, and you're like, oh, you almost feel a little bit relaxed too. So that's a great thing that chiropractors have in the social media space. But all right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all the questions, and I appreciate being able to talk to you guys and help out however I can. We're so excited about the academy and this next little step that we're making to ensure all you guys feel comfortable and happy with what we're doing here. So thank you all very much. We will see you in the next one. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday. We'll get the link sorted and all of that good stuff, okay? All right, guys, you take it easy and have a great rest of your day. And if you guys don't talk to me in the forums, have a great weekend, all right?